What's up, guys? It's your girl, Naggy85, Psycho Sister, Angie Marie, Angie Bob, Auntie, however you know me, you know me. I know it's been a few weeks since I've done a video, and there's good reason for it. So I just wanted to do a quick update because I know I have a lot of people that are worried about me. I've noticed that I've been missing quite often on social media. I've had some things going on. In my last post, I think I talked a little bit about the back pain and how it hurts sometimes, and I was waiting for an MRI, and now it's, February 26th, an entire month after they requested the MRI, and my insurance is still, it's really dumb. Like, they wanted 12 sessions of PT, but the first session I ended up in the ER, and then 2 sessions after that, I still went, and it just got worse. So my doctor said no more until they approve it, or until I get an MRI so we can see what's going on. Sorry, I'm in my car smoking really quick. And they denied it, so we had to do an appeal. I called a week ago. The guy that I talked to was cool. He's like, oh, it looks like we got the appeal. You should have a decision by Monday. Well, here we are Friday. I called on Tuesday, and the lady told me that appeals can take up to 14 days. So now I still wait, and I've been to the emergency room twice, and the last time I went, I get these really cold feelings. Not like chills, but like ice is running through my veins, and like my whole body just goes cold, and it scared me, and it threw me in a panic attack. And so my brother took me to Holy Family. When I came in, I tried to tell them what was going on, and it's hard to explain. And so I had also mentioned that I've had this ongoing back pain because I didn't want them to try to lay me down flat, because that's when it really gets like bad. And somehow they had the reason of the visit as my back pain. The doctor came in, I explained to him what had happened, and he's like, oh, well, COVID has all these, new symptoms or new whatever, so we'll test you for COVID. They took some blood, they put some fluids in me, they gave me Tramadol and Norflex, which I wasn't there for pain, but whatever, and they discharged me. And for 3 days, I couldn't really move off the couch, and I was pretty convinced that I had some kind of flu, and I kept getting really cold. Like, my body just gets really cold. And after a few days, I was able to move around a little bit, and the back pain is just unbearable. There's like 2 places. My lower back is always hurt, especially after walking and stuff, and I figured that that's because, being overweight. And but this new one is like this clench in the middle of my back that's like a claw that just like grasps it so hard that I can't breathe, that I can't sit up, I can't move really. And in the meantime, I have felt like I'm a burden on my family because I can't do things, and I spend time crying, and this whole thing has sparked like these horrible anxieties and a horrible depression. And last week was probably the hardest, and I actually started having thoughts that maybe I should just take all the pills. Like, I'm not getting any help. I feel like I'm just getting on everybody's nerves, like I'm just complaining. And I reached out and I told my friend Megan, and she talked me down, and then I told my mom, and she kind of helped me out, and everybody assures me that I'm not a burden, and I'm not, but there's some days that I really can't do anything, and it just hurts. And then the fear of this clenching coming back keeps me so afraid that the doctor ended up putting me on new antidepressant 2 weeks ago, last week. That all happened, and then I started feeling better. I started feeling like, okay, I've got this. I started like taking extra, trips outside, or trying to walk around, or trying to move, and my back pain was very minimal, and I felt good. Well, in the meantime, I had some friends recommend some CBD gummies and oils for me, because that might help with the anxiety. Sorry, I'm putting my cigarette butt in the thing, and please don't judge my chain smoking right now. I just it's rough. I also scratched myself, so whatever. But so it seemed like something was working, and I even had made mention that things were getting better and things were going good. And then here, Wednesday night, I went to go to bed, and I'd sat up for a little bit and crocheted and on my bed, which doesn't have good back support. And then because I was feeling good, I thought that I would bend down and I would I would clip my toenails because they needed to be done. So I did that, and of course the way that I have to sit to do it kind of like it kind of triggered my back, I think, and I got the clenching feeling, and it was so bad. It was so bad that I ended up having to call Clayton and my mom in, and when I tried to sit up, my entire body from like my shoulders down just went completely. Sorry, the neighbor, or not neighbors, but the people that work here are leaving. I don't want them to think I'm recording them, but it got so bad that like I went numb from my shoulders down, and it just hurt so bad. And Sabrina was trying so hard to help me. And I finally pushed myself through it, and my mom had me take a Valium because that's what the doctor gave me for in case of emergencies, and it worked. And then yesterday was pretty painful, but I managed through the day. And last night I went to go to bed, and the same thing happened, except for I hadn't like clipped my toenails or anything. I hadn't done anything strenuous, and I got that freezing cold feeling and the clenching. It hurt so bad. So my mom came in and helped me, and I called the doctor yesterday, and they had told me that I should go to the ER, but I don't want to because I feel like that they just think I'm there for meds or something. I don't know. And then I always have my brother go with me, and I feel like I'm just taking, time of his that doesn't need to be taken. So I decided I didn't want to go because I thought I was feeling better. And then it happened again last night. And then today, I've been kind of mentally spiraling is what I call it. It's just when I kind of start, like, the anxiety hits and everything hits, and I just can't stop it. And I was trying to focus on watching a movie and crocheting and anything except for my back. And all of a sudden, I started getting really cold again. And it hurts when it gets cold. And I don't know what it is, but I have a doctor's appointment on Monday. So I'm trying really hard to just stick it out until then. But it's so hard to feel like a burden. It's so hard to feel like I'm just bothering everybody. And I know that my mom says don't worry about it. And everyone says don't worry about it. And I know that the anxiety has caused me to think that everybody's like really mad at me. And my mom mentioned last week that we could go to Sacred Heart, but they'll just admit me, and that won't do me any good because then I won't even be able to see anybody, and especially my daughter. But I feel like I'm failing her. And I'm just trying to maintain and get through it. And Monday is 2 weeks, so I'm really hoping that the insurance approves the appeal, because I literally just can't keep doing this over and over and over and over and over and over. And that feeling of being so cold every single time it happens, I just think, please don't let this be it. Please don't let this be the time. Please don't let me die. And I can't work right now, which the job that I'm at is like super cool, and like they try to help me set up virtual visits so I can make some money, but I'm not sure I'll make enough for my car and my insurance and my bills, and that adds to everything. And I just want it over, and I don't understand how insurance companies can do this to people and get away with it. And I'm sorry that I'm not looking at the camera much, but I don't like to see myself like this. So I just wanted to put this out there so that people know what's going on with me. And if you message me on Facebook and I don't answer you for a few days, that's why. But I do appreciate the people that have helped me and been there for me. And I especially appreciate my family. And don't get it twisted. It's not like I'm really going to take all the pills or I'm really going to kill myself, because I know I have so much to live for. And I know that someday this will all be better and it'll just be a memory. And I'll be able to live just my normal life. But right now, I feel so hopeless. So, yeah, that's what's going on in my world. So I'm sorry to the people that I don't get back to right away, and I'm just sorry to the people that I burdened so much with all of this. I just wanted to quit so bad, and I can't get it to quit, and not being in control is not something I'm used to. So the other part is that once I do get the MRI and they figure out what's wrong, then it's like, what's next? You know, if there's surgery, I'm going to have to be in the hospital where I can't see anybody because of stupid COVID shit. Sorry, I don't have a tissue. I didn't plan on doing this vlog or crying. I actually stepped out because I was having a moment. I just wanted to be alone for a little bit. But yeah, so that's going on with me. I'll try to get more regular on this stuff. The plus side, I guess, is I've lost 23 pounds since this all started, so that's a plus. All right, well, I'm gonna go try to put myself together so I can go in and pretend like everything's fine. So until I make another vlog, I'll catch you on the flip side.